fallen angels, giants, Nephilim. What if their story didn't end in Genesis? What if the story of Jesus' crucifixion is connected to them? What if the sons of the serpents Jesus spoke of represented something deeper? This isn't some wild theory. It's hidden in Scripture, waiting to be uncovered. Jesus didn't mince words in John 8:44 when he called out certain men. "You are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father you will do." The word translated as devil in English is diabolos in Greek. This means the accuser or adversary, not just a simple insult. When Jesus spoke of the sons of the serpent, he was referring to an ancient spiritual lineage connected to darkness and rebellion. This wasn't just about personal sin. It was about a deeper spiritual rebellion, a darkness passed down through generations. Psalm 22:12 paints a picture of overwhelming enemy forces. "Many bulls have compassed me. Strong bulls of Bashan have beset me round." Bashan was the land of giants, the Nephilim. These strong bulls represent powerful, rebellious forces surrounding Jesus. Jesus wasn't just crucified by ordinary men. He was up against spiritual forces descended from ancient rebellion. The sons of the serpent weren't just metaphors. They represented the spiritual darkness that fueled the hatred and cruelty behind his crucifixion. Look at Jesus' words in Matthew 23:33. "You serpents, you brood of vipers, how can you escape the damnation of hell?" He knew the darkness in his enemies, a deep-rooted evil lineage trying to crush the light. Let's take a moment and pull back the curtain on one of the most overlooked moments in the crucifixion, the infamous sponge on a stick. In ancient Rome, toilet paper didn't exist. Instead, they used a tool called a tersorium, a sponge tied to a stick. After using public latrines, Romans would wipe themselves with it, then rinse it in vinegar or salt water. It was communal, shared, just part of daily life in the empire. Now hold that image in your mind. Jesus, hanging on the cross, beaten, bleeding, barely breathing. Matthew 27:48 tells us, "Immediately one of them ran and took a sponge, filled it with vinegar, put it on a reed, and offered it to him to drink." But not everything is what it looks like. Where did that sponge come from? What kind of sponge was it? Was it a clean sponge or one used for dirty jobs? If it was a dirty sponge, then maybe this wasn't just mercy. Maybe it was a way to make fun of Jesus. One last insult. This wasn't just crucifixion. It was a deep act of rejection and mockery, stripping him of honor. Jesus cried out from the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me?" It sounds like pure agony, but it's more than just pain. It's a direct quote from Psalm 22. Jesus wasn't just crying out, he was fulfilling prophecy. Every word pointed to something far deeper. He was stepping into the role of a man rejected, mocked, surrounded by enemies, stripped of dignity. And then came the sponge, lifted to his mouth, soaked in vinegar. More than just a sour drink, a symbol of shame and disgust. It shows how deeply Jesus was rejected, silenced, and humiliated. It wasn't just about killing the body. It was like they were trying to shut him up, to crush the message, to say, "You call yourself God. Here's what we think of that." Yet in the midst of this brutality, Jesus declared, "It is finished." The mission was done. The humiliation, the pain, the shame, he took it all for us. This isn't just history or something to shock you. It's a spiritual battle that still goes on today. That same spiritual darkness, what Jesus called the sons of the serpent, still influences the world today. Jesus warned us in Matthew 24:37, "Just like in the days of Noah, things will be the same when the Son of Man comes." The ancient battle is not over. What was once hidden is now being revealed, and the fight for truth has never been more real. If you want to learn more about these spiritual mysteries and hidden truths, hit that subscribe button and join us at Divine Revelations. Until next time, keep watching and keep your spirit strong.